Hi everybody, this is Antonella, and I wanted to talk to you about how to deal with uncomfortable situations. On the journey of self-empowerment, we're going to come across a lot of different things. And just because we're growing and becoming more healthy doesn't mean that we're not going to have challenging situations. Personally, I have just been in the middle of a very challenging situation. It was pretty painful. And, in that moment, when it first happens, many people will revert to negative self-talk, blaming themselves, vacillating between blaming themselves and blaming the other person, just being in the emotion, which, you need to give yourself permission to feel whatever you feel. But then at some point, you have to stop and reevaluate and first figure out, where's this coming from? Is this ego? Is this belief system? Is this reality? What is this thing? It's really important that you determine that, because if it's an ego thing, well, then this is an opportunity for you to let it go, right? I really believe that everything that presents itself in our life is an opportunity to grow. And most things, and I know a lot of people will not agree with this, but I truly believe that we attract whatever happens to us. How many times have we created a scenario in our mind? The thing is, words are spells, and we are manifestors. So 2 years ago, I could have created a whole drama scene that unfolded last week, But again, because I believe that everything that happens is meant for our refinement, I look at it and say, okay, what's coming up for me? Because the reality is that it's not the event, it's how and what you think about the event that's going to determine how you feel about it. A person may feel like, this is no big deal, and brush it off. The B person, who maybe has some deeper issues around certain situations, won't take it so lightly. So it's really important to be aware of what's going on for you. And also, okay, so I'm in the middle of this painful, stressful situation. What do I do? Well, first I want to revert back to some negative thinking that really serves no purpose but keeps me stuck in the pain and the blame game. And the blame game does not serve anyone. Then, once I come to, hey, this isn't good for me, and this is just an experience, well then, I do things, and I am doing things to work through this. And what are some things to do? Journal, so that I can become aware of, hey, what's really going on for me? Taking responsibility for my role, because we all have a role in things. And then acknowledging that, hey, I'm only human. Does it mean that I don't feel pain because I'm more enlightened or because I'm healthier? No. It just means that I deal with the pain in a different way, in a healthier way. I don't go out and overshop or overeat or maybe drink too much, smoke weed, whatever it is that's going to bring me some comfort. I'm not saying I've not done that in the past. I think we've all done some perhaps negative things that didn't resolve the issue and only compounded the problem. But I know that's not going to serve a purpose. So instead, I'm going to do things that are going to make me feel better. So some other things would be to just do things that make me feel good, like be near the beach. It's very soothing, very relaxing. The thing with using something else to check out, like shopping, I'm not saying absolutely don't do it. If that's what you need to do temporarily to feel better, okay. But what happens is we're not really dealing with the pain, and we're actually adding more of a negative vibration to it, because shopping, we're just checking out. We're just checking out. And I have found on this journey that it all comes out in the wash. You will deal with it. And you can either deal with it on your terms, or it will deal with you on its terms. And I'll tell you what, it is much harsher than when we take control. So I wanted to share that because everybody goes through stuff, and especially near the holidays, it brings stuff out in us, you know, and things we're not aware of. And a lot of times we act in ways that surprise us, but it's all an experience, and it's all an opportunity for us to grow. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about a current situation or something that recently happened that you didn't expect, and perhaps you acted in a way that was not how you wanted to act or in alignment with who you are right now. And just think about how you may have attracted that, and also what needs to be cleared for you, because in order for you to feel such a strong reaction, it's something that's living inside of you, because everything's a mirror. People could be the catalyst, and I can say that person hurt me, what that person did was ugly, and perhaps it was, but it lives inside me, because if it didn't, it really wouldn't affect me so much. So I thought I'd share that because, like I said, around Christmas time, a lot of strong negative emotions come up, and we all have a role, and we can take the opportunity to work through our stuff and become more clear, more beautiful, or we can just blame someone else, stay in our anger, and not grow from the opportunity. And I'm all about giving everything a purpose, because everything has a purpose. Everything has a value. If you just say, oh man, this is so messed up, that happened to me, it's not right, okay, then what? What does that do? Does that really serve any purpose? That being said, I'm not saying don't feel or minimize what you went through. Absolutely not. Validate your feelings, recognize your feelings, and then make a choice. Do I want to hold on to this? Do I want to release this? Do I want to really investigate and see what this thing is about? Because in empowerment, there is also responsibility. It's about knowing who you are and knowing what pushes your buttons and why. So I hope this gives you some information that you can use. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you have a great holiday, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Happy New Year.